Back again, reporting live where you should be subscribing to what's keeping you thriving. What's keeping you moving? I'm out here in the wilderness, in the wild, with the foliage, the greens. I don't know if I would eat any of these greens, but I'm out here with them. Today we'll be talking about something very dear to me today. Something that is magniferous like a mango. But before we get started, did you know that the word magnificent and magnify comes from magniferous, and magniferous is the scientific name for mango because the mango is just magnificent. So anything from now on that's magnificent, I'm just gonna call it magniferous. Magniferous on the turf. But we will be talking about the association between occupational sitting and high sensitivity CRP. Occupational sitting, you know, having a desk job, sitting down too much. I found an article from the National Institute of Health, and they talked about the association between occupational sitting with high sensitivity, CRP. Now, what is CRP? CRP is your C-reactive protein. The C-reactive protein is released by the liver, and it is when inflammation gets too high, it'll show in your C-reactive protein. If you have cancer, you'll have a high C-reactive protein. Somebody with broken teeth, C-reactive protein. You can be in perfect shape. If you are exercising and your exercise is vigorous enough, you can boost your C-reactive protein, right? It's the driving factor in the heart attacks, strokes, pulmonary embolism. All of these high all-cause mortality are linked to C-reactive protein. So they did a study to see if sitting down too much would boost your C-reactive protein, or if it would increase the sensitivity of your C-reactive protein. So the reason that this is important is because someone that is hypersensitive to having a specific C-reactive protein, they might have a heart attack or a stroke or pulmonary embolism or ischemic, all types of cardiovascular disease issues. That can happen to them just because they're hypersensitive. And it might not have happened to them if they weren't hypersensitive and they had the same C-reactive protein levels, right? So it's like a tolerance thing. It's like one person can take, for example, there might be one person who can take one shot of alcohol and they can't drink at all no more. They're done. Then there might be another person who they can drink the whole bottle and the party's just getting started. So from the occupational sitting, they found, and these are the conclusive studies, you guys can go look at this for yourself. It's called the association between occupational sitting with high sensitivity CRP. So what they found is sitting down a lot, the sedentary lifestyle, not moving enough. Oh yeah, and laying down is the same as sitting down. That's what they correlated to. You guys can go and read it. So I know people that, oh, I'm laying down, it's the same thing. So what they found is that sitting down did not boost your C-reactive protein. It did not boost your inflammatory markers. But what it did do is make you more hypersensitive to your C-reactive protein. So in my opinion, that's the same thing. It increased the hypersensitivity of sitting down too much, made you more likely to catch a stroke from a C-reactive protein level that you would have never had a stroke from before if you just would have moved. Maybe your C-reactive protein would have stayed the same, but you would have never had a stroke because you would have never been so hypersensitive to it. Hallelujah, right? So you're not boosting your C-reactive protein, but what you are doing is making yourself more sensitive to it. You gotta move. You gotta move and groove. One of my favorite exercises to do is walking. It's free, it's everywhere. I like to walk. I like to do lunges. I like to do tricep extensions. I like to do knee raises. I do a little bit of shadow boxing. But you gotta move. If you can't do all of that, you just need to move. I'm gonna come out with a sit down series for people who can't do a lot of different exercises, but just moving, walking. I jump on the trampoline. I ride the bike. You want to move, guys. Move. Everything doesn't have to be strenuous. Strenuous exercise will boost your CRP levels, but guess what will lower your CRP levels? Me and Papaya going back like babies in who? Babies in what? Man, I stay with it. I live with it. Pull it right out the pocket. Pull it right out the pocket on you. I stay with it. I live with it. Now I know it got some fruit and stuff all over, but I've been eating it. But guys, papaya will lower your C-reactive protein. Papaya will lower the hypersensitivity. The cruciferous berry from the west side of the cruciferous crew. From the west side of the cruciferous berry. Right? It's a vegeberry. It's a vegetarian. Right? I must be Barry Springer, because when I tell you I'm instigating for the berries, you need berries. If you want to lower that C-reactive protein, if you want to lower the sensitivity. Barry Springer. Woo! You need berries for that C-reactive protein, right? You want to lower it. You can lower it with berries. You can lower it with cruciferous vegetables. Enjoy yourself. Don't destroy yourself. Guys, remember, sitting down will not boost your C-reactive protein, but it will make you more susceptible to the hypersensitivity of it, which could lead to heart attack, stroke, and all-cause mortality. Enjoy yourself. Don't destroy yourself.